This is ABC7 News at 6. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis.
And I'm Healy Wilgus. Thank you for joining us. Topping our news tonight at 6, Sarasota County is reworking a draft of the Quality of Life for Homeless Ordinance and sharing it with county municipalities and other organizations in an attempt to get the homeless the services they need.
At the same time, it will also help keep them out of the criminal justice system. ABC7's Dwayne Lindo has the story.
For many merchants in the city of Sarasota, it's all about educating the public that your kindness could kill.
When you do give money on the streets, as Dr. Marbit says, 98% goes to drugs, alcohol.
Downtown Merchants Association President Ron Soto says it's not exclusive to the city either.
It's not just an issue in our downtown area. I'm in the Gulf Gate area, and you're beginning to see it not just downtown, all over the county.
Now, the county has reworked a Quality of Life for Homeless ordinance and shared it with county municipalities and other organizations addressing activities in the county's public spaces.
Outdoor lodging within the public space, the storage of personal property, really aggressive type solicitation or panhandling.
But at the same time, the homeless must have an option for basic services as well.
In order to be able to have those ordinances, you need a certain amount of capacity of emergency shelters so that you don't engage individuals who are living in that situation with the only option being the criminal justice system.
Appleby says the key is access to housing, and that's where the Salvation Army comes in.
So the opportunity for the county looking at potentially opening up crisis beds here at the Salvation Army, again, it just offers individuals on the street a choice to come in. They have an option at that point, and they get to choose what they want to do and where they want to go in the future.
And while Appleby says this will not solve Sarasota's homeless problem, this is one piece to help.
But at the end of the day, we then have a coordinated response to our population, which would, in fact, allow residents to see a difference in this issue in our community.
That was ABC7's Dwayne Lindo reporting. Manatee County Area Transit has made some changes to several routes due to a shortage in drivers and riders, but now it wants to reverse some of those changes by adding more drivers. Manatee County Commissioners approved the addition of 16 new drivers and a transit attendant to serve as the extra board. The full-time staff will fill the vacancies of other drivers. MCAT officials say it will cost about $180,000 for the remainder of this fiscal year and about $796,000 for next year. But it will help employees who have been working extra to fill those gaps, racking up about $700,000 in overtime wages over the last year.
There is a very core group that continues to say, yes, I'll help, yes, I'll do more. We're burning these people out. They just can't continue. We're working them too hard.
Manatee County Commissioners will discuss the budget at an upcoming meeting.
Concealed weapons permit holders in Florida may have been the target of a massive data breach. The Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services online payment system was hacked, which could put personal information in the wrong hands. ABC7's Bobeth Yates joins us now with more on the story tonight. Bobeth?
Well, if you've used the state's online payment system to process a concealed weapon permit application, you may want to listen up. It's believed that hackers have your personal information of more than 16,000 concealed weapon permit holders.
Putting in the same category as closing the barn door after the horses have gotten out. Now they're going to look into cybersecurity.
Francis Missantone is the owner of the Bullet Hole, a gun store in downtown Sarasota. And he's talking about the Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services data breach. The department's online payment system, which processes concealed weapon applications and permits, was hacked. Since the discovery, Agriculture Commissioner Adam Putnam has ordered a review of the department's cybersecurity measures. But many gun owners say too little, too late.
This is something that the state should have been doing all along. I mean, your protection, my protection, everybody's protection. If they're going to gather the information, they should have it under lock and key where you can't get it.
According to officials, the name, addresses, and phone numbers of 16,000 customers have been impacted. That number also includes about 470 people whose Social Security numbers may have been a part of the breach.
Social Security number bothers me, but as in the hack, it really, I'm a concealed owner, it's registered. That information really doesn't bother me.
But the concern goes beyond just identity theft.
You don't know if it's a situation where they're trying to do it as a way to find somebody who owns guns to break into your house to steal guns. And of course, it could just be somebody doing a hack so they can do identity theft, which of course is also troublesome and inconvenient.
The Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services is offering free credit monitoring for those concerned about the hack. They also suggest closely monitoring your financial information and checking your credit report and implementing any fraud alerts if necessary.
It's just, it's a shame that we always are playing behind the ball. We don't lead the leaders in it. We always say, oh, we should have done this, and then they do catch up afterwards.
Now, the hack is believed to have originated overseas, but officials say they are currently investigating the matter. Officials also add that if you suspect anything suspicious, any kind of activity on your accounts, you should contact your local law enforcement. Back to you.
Thank you, Bobette.
Good check on our weather now. It's been, we've seen some rain around. It's helped us on our numbers, and more on the way, Bob.
Yeah, and more on the way. We could see impressive amounts of rainfall. Right now it appears anywhere from 1 to 3 inches over a wide area here along west central Florida, which will help considering what we had over the weekend too, which was very beneficial. But we're still in the midst of this drought, and we need a lot more in order to get out of it. And a system developing to the west of us. Now, most of this action that you see out here is a result of the Gulf Loop current. A little more energy out there, so you have a few more lightning strikes. This piece of energy will basically pass to the north of us. Our rain chances through this evening and throughout much of the morning tomorrow only at around 20 to 30%. The big chance for rain comes tomorrow late afternoon and evening, obviously. Right now, a few isolated inland storms pushing off to the east. There are advisories already. A coastal flood watch that's in effect now from Wednesday morning until Thursday morning. And we're going to see tides running about 1 to 2 feet above average. So that's going to be a concern for some of the coastal residents. You'll see some overwash in some of the roadways there across parts of west central Florida. Small craft advisory in effect and a rip current advisory in effect. Now, this small craft advisory will stay with us all the way through Thursday morning. And rip currents are real danger here along the area beaches. If you're going to be out in the water, make sure that you do it where there's a lifeguard presence. Currently, we have some sunshine and 83 degrees right now. Dew point's up there at 71. Plenty of moisture availability in the atmosphere, so the showers and storms that develop, especially after 4 or 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon and continuing into early Thursday morning, will be strong enough to produce some moderate to heavy rainfall at times and the potential for some rough weather. We'll talk more about that in just a few minutes. Back to you guys.
All right, Bob, thank you. New developments tonight in a terrorist attack that left at least 22 people dead and dozens of others hurt in Manchester, England last night.
Police say the blast was caused by a suicide bomber. A 23-year-old man has also been arrested in connection with the attack after authorities carried out 2 search warrants in the city's suburbs. ISIS is now claiming responsibility for this bombing. It happened at the end of singer Ariana Grande's concert at Manchester Arena. Witnesses say there was an explosion as people were leaving. A vigil was held outside the Manchester Cathedral today to honor those victims.
You cannot defeat us because love in the end is always stronger than hate.
Grande is supposed to perform in London on Thursday and Friday. Her team is working with concert promoters to determine their next steps. And we are continuing to follow this story. To get the latest updates on breaking news on all of the stories we follow, you can download the My Suncoast app. We will also have more on this story tonight at 11.
Still to come in your Suncoast News, it's one of the biggest sporting events in the world, and now it's on its way back to Tampa, what's leading to a change in venue for the 2021 Super Bowl.
And staying cool in the Florida heat without hitting the beach. We'll take a look at a new project gaining approval in Northport.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. Services.com. ANDservices.com.
ABC7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you weeknights at 5.
Are you Goodwill?
Yes, because when I donate
or shop at Goodwill,
I'm creating a job.
I am Goodwill, yeah, yeah.
What Florida city is best known for spaceflight?
Cape Carnival.
Cape Carnival? Close enough. What condiment includes vinegar, molasses, and anchovies?
Westchester sauce?
Close enough. And now, a word from our sponsors.
One-off from the Florida Lottery. Now available for pick 2, 3, 4, and 5 games. Miss by 1 on any or all numbers and still win.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G-Freed has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G-Freed Flooring America. G-Freed Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
It's no small wonder anybody loves it all.
I just love art that moves me.
No small,
I mean, really moves me.
wow.
Sunset Fiat of Sarasota presents No Small Wonder. High performance style. Let the art of Fiat move you.
Come on in, welcome to our pad. Trust me, folks, you're in for a ride. I'm driving, so relax. Unwind, leave your buckets all behind. Get ready to blow your mind. In Beatsville, don't be shy. Come and make the scene. Catch the crazy party inside. The hipsters here are gone and dig, man, they're on to something big. Yeah, they're gonna flip your wig in Beatsville. Catch the gig in Beatsville.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com. AND services.com.
Florida now has a new leader in the Department of Environmental Protection. Noah Valenstein was named as the next environmental secretary today after a short interview with Governor Scott and his cabinet members. He will take over the department on June 5th. He was the only one of more than 140 applicants to be interviewed by Scott for the job.
I think the issue is the same everywhere. All Floridians care about the environment. It's the underpinning of what makes this state such a great place to live.
Valenstein currently runs the Suwannee Water Management District. Before that, he spent nearly 3 years as Scott's policy coordinator for energy, agriculture, and the environment.
The 2021 Super Bowl is coming to Tampa. NFL owners deciding today to move the game from Los Angeles to Tampa after weather-related construction delays in California. Owners voting unanimously today to give that February 2021 game back to Tampa, and the Rams-Chargers' new home will host the 2022 Super Bowl. This will be the 5th time Tampa has hosted football's biggest game. The last time it happened was back in 2009. And interesting, if you're into numbers, Tampa will now hosted the 25th Super Bowl, the 35th Super Bowl, and now the 55th Super Bowl.
Okay, so it's
we
kind of
missed
on
the 45th.
that. Right. But this is very exciting.
Yeah, big news.
Bob will be back with your forecast right after this.
The official Suncoast Storm team at ABC7. We're here for you.
It's Lincoln's summer sales event here at Alex Karras Lincoln. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKC Sports Utility for $249 per month or 2017 MKZ for $299 per month. We are proud to introduce the newest addition to the Lincoln lineup, the all-new 2017 Lincoln Continental. We have a great selection and ready for immediate delivery. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury, winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Suncoast since 1978. We are located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
I was always worried and scared. Mom was in pain. She wasn't going to get any better, and all the trips to the ER were painful for all of us. Then we called Tidewell Hospice, and everything changed. Now she has care in our home when she needs it, surrounded by family. We know we don't have much time left with Mom, but we decided to make the best out of that time. Tidewell Hospice, it's more than you think.
Celebrate and salute our heroes during the Memorial Day clearance and pay no interest for 48 months with same-day pickup or next-day delivery. This special purchase Florida-styled bedroom group now $599 with a matching 3-drawer nightstand free. This special purchase dual reclining sofa now $499. And this special purchase Serta Queen Perfect Sleeper Set now $399. Exclusively at the Furniture Warehouse in Sarasota, Bradenton, Venice, Port Charlotte, and Allenton.
And save big.
I knew I could get myself out of this. I just needed some hope and some help.
I took the first step to recovery when I made the call.
Since 2014, Addiction Hope and Helpline has answered calls for recovery and treatment 24/7, 365 days a year. If you're depressed, drinking, using drugs, or taking pills, call now and talk to someone who cares.
I had problems just getting to sleep, drinking and using pills every night.
I feel like I'm losing control. I'm afraid I'll lose my job or even my family.
Most insurance covers substance abuse. You can get back on track. Call now for hope and help with proven gentle recovery programs.
I never thought that I could be somebody who didn't drink and use drugs.
I have something to hold on to for strength. I'm in recovery, getting the help I need.
Call 800-622-1941. 800-622-1941.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Drive into Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota and discover big savings during the Drive and Discover event. Come shop the Suncoast's largest selection of new Jeep Wranglers, or stop by today and drive away in a 2017 Jeep Cherokee for just $18,999. And for a limited time, get America's best value, a new Dodge Journey for as little as $15,999. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
Bob, our weather is really changing. We had rain and we have more in store.
Right. You know, it was really good. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Not everyone got the rain over the weekend, but a lot of people did. I know some people reporting up to 2 to 4 inches of rainfall. And now the additional rain that we're going to see, especially tomorrow night and Thursday morning, will be really helpful. And it's going to be over a large area. So this is a frontal system as opposed to those isolated scattered storms. So that'll be real good news there. But it does bring some bad news in that we have a lot of advisories in effect, especially that rip current advisory, little coastal hazard, and also coastal flooding is a real possibility too. Minor, it's going to be a 1 to 2 foot surge, if you will. You couple that with high tide, it will definitely cause a little bit of problems. But out in Anna Maria today, the time lapse showing some sunshine at times, some clouds around at others, and we still warmed up today. No rain, significant rainfall around throughout the day today, although it looked rather promising for rainfall. It never occurred, and you can see a few showers and storms well inland pushing off toward the east coast. And there's not a whole lot to the west of us at this point. We'll start to see this fill in a little bit. Most of this is going to miss us to the north tonight, so our rain chances overnight only at about 20%, and then they really start to pick up after 4 or 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Right now, the heavy weather to our north. The first piece of energy is going to be right there over the northern Gulf of Mexico. Another piece right here over Texas. These kind of combine, then eventually sweep a strong front our way. And out ahead of that front, there'll be a squall line, and that squall line will expected to move through here sometime between, say, 7 o'clock tomorrow in the evening up until about 9, 10 o'clock at night. Right now, the rough weather to our north with some energy moving through Georgia right now. There is a marginal to slight impact as far as severe weather goes. That means the potential for some hail, some damaging winds, isolated tornadoes you can never rule out at this point. And this is, again, basically from Wednesday late afternoon through Thursday early morning. That's the timing of our rough weather as we see a couple of lines move through. Right now, not too bad out there. 83. We have a few clouds around. The dew point is high at 71. The humidity at 67%. The pressure 29.89 inches. That is falling. And despite the clouds, we still warmed up to 88. That's due to that southerly flow that we had all day. The normal high at 87. And there's the rain for the airport. Who says the airport doesn't get rain? Well, they had quite a bit over the weekend. Over 4.5 inches now. And our surplus for this month is over 3 inches of rain. We're still below, as far as the rest of the year goes, 5 inches below average. While the winds will stay strong and brisk out of the west-southwest throughout the overnight and tomorrow, really picking up. These are actual wind speeds. This is a sustained wind. We'll see gusts as high as 30 miles an hour as they push off toward the west and southwest, and that will pile that water up near the coast. I mentioned the bigger storms in the afternoon and evening, and we're still looking for temperatures to be into the low to mid 80s as far as that goes. And the wind gusts will be strong, as I mentioned, up to 30 miles an hour. We have one piece of energy moving through the southeast, another one expected to drop down and bring us some cooler air our way, and that'll happen again tomorrow. We have some warnings and watches in effect for parts of Georgia and South Carolina and Texas. Those are severe thunderstorm watch here in Texas and tornado watch over parts of the southeast. Right now, we're not under any kind of severe weather threat during the overnight hours, but tomorrow, a different story. Put the map into motion. Most of the day should be okay as we move on through time. The morning looks to be okay. And then here comes the squall line moving through. Tomorrow, as I said, after 7 o'clock, some of those storms could be strong. And then we have another line developing, say, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. So we're going to have a couple of rounds of some rough weather tomorrow late. For boaters, small craft advisory is in effect and it will stay with us through Thursday. As far as tides go, low tide upcoming 6:43, and then a high tide will be at 12:31. The forecast tonight does call for partly cloudy skies, warm temperature 79. It'll be breezy too. Tomorrow, a slight chance for a few morning showers, and then late in the afternoon, that 80% chance moves in with southwest winds at 20 to 25. So windy day tomorrow. And then a 70% chance for morning storms on Thursday. Most of it should be out of here by, say, 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. And then we cool down and it stays breezy. So it'll be a nice couple of cool days Thursday and Friday. Then we warm back up, but nice and sunny for the weekend. Back to you.
Bob, thank you. A new aquatic center is coming to Northport.
The Northport City Commission is instructing staff to move forward with the design and development plans for a family aquatic center at Butler Park. They voted unanimously to approve the initial concept, which includes a 25-meter pool, a lazy river, activity pool, several slides, and a concession area, plus much more. It will be built where the playground in the park is now, which will be moved.
Hi, I'm Linda Carson. Coming up, we'll introduce you to an amazing Suncoast woman who is helping people in Northport learn to speak and to read English.
Chaos, fear, terror, an explosion rocks an Ariana Grande concert in Manchester, England. Fatalities, injuries, and the desperate search for answers. Tonight, turn to ABC's World News Tonight with David Muir. There, on the scene with breaking new reports.
SRQ Performance Parts provides parts and accessories from over 300 manufacturers, so you can get that new manifold, carburetor, gasket, bolt kit, or nitrous oxide system fast. We'll help you beat the competition. Call or visit SRQ Performance Parts online today for all your high-performance parts and advice.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
When you want to get away from it all, to a place where you can do everything, or nothing at all, surrounded by natural beauty and all the modern amenities you might desire, then you'll want to be here at the Wanna Be Inn on the beautiful shores of Manasota Key, Florida. To plan your escape, log on to wannabeinn.com.
Why settle for less? Get more for your money at Sunset Subaru in Sarasota. Subaru is the best overall brand for 2 years running and the most trusted brand for 3 years running, according to Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com. Right now, you can lease one of Subaru's most versatile vehicles, the Subaru Crosstrek, for as little as $189 a month, or get 0% financing with complimentary maintenance included. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
For the last decade, S&S Motorsports of Sarasota has built custom high-performance vehicles for demanding clients worldwide. They're now bringing their 50-plus years of combined build expertise to the parts business. SRQ Performance Parts is your one-stop shop for all your performance parts and accessories.
Sometimes retirees find themselves missing the feeling of accomplishment that they got while working.
ABC7's Linda Carson introduces us to an amazing Suncoast woman who found a way to make her life exciting and help hundreds of Suncoast residents.
People walk through these doors at the Northport Library not speaking a word of English or reading English. They meet Jan Gallus and her literacy volunteer program, and that opens a whole new world for them. The literacy volunteers teach English as a second language.
Why don't we read this, pronounce everything the best you can.
Our motto is literacy changes lives. We work with students from Osprey to Northport, and we teach adults to read, write, and speak English.
Last year, their 171 tutors served 315 students from 51 countries.
They came to the United States and they want to be part of the community. They want to learn to speak English, pronounce better. They want to learn grammar. They want to learn all the idioms, of course. We have plenty of those. and they just want to better themselves. They want to fit in. They want to be part of the United States.
You don't have to speak the language to be a tutor, and you don't have to be a teacher. Jan wasn't.
I worked in a school district in Albany, New York for 40 years, and I worked in the Pupil Services Office, which is, we work with teachers, students, parents, just helping people and helping people better themselves.
She and her husband worked in the same school district. When they retired, they moved to Northport.
And said, now what are we going to do? So being that we worked in school, we were looking to volunteer, and we came to the library, found the literacy program, and worked for 8 years. And then my husband passed away, and I went back to New York and stayed there for a few years and said, what am I doing here in this cold, snowy weather?
So she returned to Northport and again volunteered for the literacy program.
It's always been my passion to help people, help them make themselves better, and I just love working with people.
And through the literacy program, she's changing lives.
This program is wonderful. People who worked in this organization, they helped us to improve our English or started to learn our English.
But more tutors are desperately needed.
Currently in Northport, because of our large population of Russian and Ukrainian people, we have a waiting list any time from 50 to 70 people.
Jan is working to get them help while they wait. And her life lesson?
Don't sit around. Do things for others, and it'll make you happy.
The Literacy Volunteer Program of South Sarasota County. We thank you, Jan Gallus, and all of your volunteers for opening up a whole new world to all of your students. Linda Carson, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
Thank you, Linda. So volunteer if you can. Great program.
That lady figured it out.
Yeah, she did.
World News Tonight is next.